Good morning, everybody. It's late October 27th, I believe, and we're out here going camping just for a night, just me by myself, coming to a place I hold dear to my heart. I love it here. I love to come back at least once a year, and I haven't had a chance for most of this year to do it, and this weekend I did. So as you can see in the truck, there's no kayak. I've opted to rent a boat just for convenience sake. Don't want to be messing around. I want to bring enough stuff so I'm not freezing, and I'll bring all the fish and stuff and not really have to worry about jamming it in my kayak. For right now, we're here. We just gotta drive up this little road for a bit, maybe 10-15 minutes, load up the boat. We're on the water. We're looking for a campsite. We're gonna set up, maybe eat something depending on how I feel, and we're gonna get fishing. The weather is supposed to rain off and on, all day today, which kind of sucks, but I mean, I brought enough clothes and appropriate gear for it. It's a crisp 2 degrees Celsius right now. For any American viewers, I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's not warm. But yeah, anyway, so I don't want to mess around too much with the cameras. I just want to get down there, load up the boat, and get to the campsite. So the next time you see me, we'll be at the site. All right, peace. You don't see this every day. So that happens when you come out here. Moose season. A little gory for some, but hey, that'll feed them for a long time. It's pretty awesome. Guys, we're here. We're at the camp spot. So basically, when it's cold and has the potential to rain and it's windy and stuff, you want something that's sheltered. So right here, there's not a lot of wind. If you look out there, it's a decent amount of wind. So this spot's really good. The wind's blowing this way. I got all the trees covering me. Trees overhead, stop for the rain and snow, which we're supposed to get tonight. Now I didn't bring like the cot and all that stuff. I brought my big tent because I couldn't find a small one, but basically I'm gonna set it up right here because there's a big open spot over here with no roots, and since I'm gonna be sleeping right on the ground, I don't want any roots in my back. So one important thing, and it doesn't matter that it's only 9:14 in the morning. We're camping. So we're cracking beers right away. Cheers. Oh yeah. Taste that Blue Mountain. So, another thing I've done, made a little beer weir, Those boys nice and icy. Man, just look at this place. It's beautiful here. It's an adventure. It's only one day. Nothing insane. But it's going to be fun. Anyways, Like, yes, this is a fishing channel and this is a fishing trip. But today, is not really so much about the fishing. Yes, I'm going to go fishing. Yes, I'm going to try my best to catch fish. But it's more of the camping, the solitude, the peacefulness, get out of the city. And just enjoy life, drink beer at 9 o'clock in the morning without being called an alcoholic. So, anyway, I'm just going to set up the tent, might make something to eat, might not, might just get out fishing. and we'll see where we're going. See you guys in a few. Peace. All right, guys, tent set up. Now, even though it's a big tent, it's last time I talked to you and I opened the beer is 9:14. It's 9:32. So, 18 minutes it took me to set that up. Even though it's big. If I had the small one, probably would have taken me 12. Now, my small one's really easy to set up. So we're gonna get all the stuff that we need to keep dry inside, my clothes, my sleeping bags, all that stuff. One thing I want to show you guys, and I'll get into it a little bit more later, that I bought yesterday specifically for this, because this is the first time, like, I've camped on Thanksgiving and, stuff like that, but being, it's not far away from Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving. It's the end of October, it's getting cold, it was snowing this morning. It's gonna snow overnight and, into tomorrow. So I got this sleeping bag for cold weather. Your comfortable temperature is from 4 degrees Celsius to -1. And what that means, basically, to my understanding, is that, if you're sleeping in a sleeping bag with minimal other clothes, pants or long johns, pants, pajama pants, and a t-shirt, you'll be good till -1. You don't have to bundle up too much. Now, the extreme temperature, and that's if you're going to sleep in, all your gear, it's going to be freezing cold, is to -17, which is not too crazy. It's not -30 or anything like that, or -40, which it does get around here. But you can last for, into a decent amount of the winter if you're camping like that. So I want to show you, it's down-filled, it packs up really small. I'll put it beside a regular sleeping bag so you can see the difference. Not overly crazy different, but enough, So people like me who like to kayak and kayak camp, this is good because it saves space and it'll keep you warm. So, and it's lightweight, 1.6 kilograms, which is, I guess, I don't know what, almost 4 pounds, a little bit. Which it doesn't even feel like 4 pounds, but when you're going on trips where every pound counts, stuff like this comes in real handy. So I'm gonna get all that set up. Just want to show you, people here, they left some camping stuff. So they've left their frying pan, something for toast, a couple grills, a clothesline, I guess, here. A target for pellet guns, which we will have fun with because I brought mine. And this is pretty cool. This is a little bushcrafty. It's like a table, for cooking, preparing food. Somebody just made it. I mean, they had to have brought, they have rope here, but the rest of it is nailed or screwed in, screws. So somebody brought a drill and some wood screws to get that in there, but nevertheless, it's cool. The other reason I like this area of camping is that for the most part, people are very environmentally aware. They're conscious. They're not leaving garbage, Stuff like the frying pan, and all that. It's hung up on a tree. Anybody really can use it if you want to. I brought my own stuff, but, other than that, there's not any litter on the ground. There's a couple cans here in the fire pit. But at least they're centralized. It'll get burned and melted and what have you. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get my sleeping bags and stuff all ready. The wind's kind of coming through here. It's changing directions a bit, which sucks. It's kind of coming directly at me, which is bad because this is why I chose this campsite, because it was coming across. The other reason, this is just like, this is the woods, this is out here. There's no cities nearby, no towns, no houses. Well, maybe houses, people that live out here, but, for the most part, you're really out here, This is it. If something went wrong and you needed help, you'd be hard pressed to get it. So when you're out here, you got to be safe. You got to be aware. Closest hospital is probably an hour and a half away. So, like, I mean, they wouldn't be driving an ambulance in here to come get you. Probably be a helicopter. So, let's hope we don't need that. Another thing, actually, before I put the camera down, that I got for this trip and work, I work outside a lot, is these boots. I got them at a place called Shoe Club. Canadians will know what that is. Americans, I don't know if you have that. But they got really good shoes, always on sale, decent prices. These are waterproof. They're rated till -40. Like, my feet are hot right now. And they're only $100, so you can't really go wrong with that. But anyways, I'm gonna get the rest of my stuff set up, put away. I'm getting a little hungry, so I might start a fire, and then we'll go fishing, see what we can get, and we'll talk about that stuff later. Peace. Oh, before I peace out, another thing I'm going to try to do to start the fire is I have a fire starter, like a fire steel, whatever you want to call it. I got it at a fishing show years ago. I hope I brought it. And I never really haven't used it to start a fire, and it took me a while to get into the habit of, not the habit, but the skill to actually spark it. And I'll just show you quickly. Let me set this up somewhere. I'll show you quickly what it can do. So I mentioned earlier that, there's some reasons why I haven't been putting out content and stuff. We'll get more into that later. One of them is my grandfather passed away, so that there's visiting him at the hospital and then a funeral and cleaning out the house and stuff. But he was a big hunter, big outdoorsman himself, so I got this knife. It's a big knife, it's a little oversized, but it's a survival knife. So you got your sharpener in here, and the end of the knife actually opens up, and it's waterproof. It's got a gasket on there, well, water resistant, I guess. Put matches and cotton, whatever survival things you need in there. It's kind of like a Rambo knife, though. I like it. Sharp, kept it nice and sharp. So yeah, that's one of the things, and this is one of the things I got from him. I got a lot of tools and a pellet gun and stuff like that, but this right here is something that I will keep probably for the rest of my life and bring it with me whenever I come out here and do stuff like this. And always, it's kind of a way to always keep them with me, because this is the stuff I enjoy and the stuff he also enjoyed. So let me show you the fire steel. What is it called? I don't even remember. Survival steel is what it's called. www.mycoolgadgets.com. I don't know, I've never went to that website. If you want to check it out, get one of these. That's it. So, but you can see, puts off a lot of sparks. So later we're gonna try to start a fire with this. Instead of, like, obviously I have lighter and matches, and in case it doesn't work, because to be honest with you, I've never used one of these, so I might fail miserably at it. But we'll give it a try anyways. Alright, so we've got everything put away, squared away. I'm gonna get a fire going just so coals are hot, embers are hot. But first, we gotta cut up some wood. Gotta get some kindling. Now I'm in the forest. Could find plenty of dead sticks and trees around here, but I decided to opt for the firewood. So we gotta cut it up and get some kindling going. Now, a bigger axe is better, obviously. But most of my gear is suited for kayaking and kayak camping and kayak fishing, so it's all downsized, small stuff that I can get away with carrying. Otherwise, bring a bigger axe is what I'm saying. So now we're gonna see how sharp this knife is. Not bad. So basically why I'm getting this stuff, it's a little wet, so I don't know how well it's going to work, but to ribbon it, I think that's what it's called, is ribboning. Something small, light, dry for the spark of the fire steel to catch, which is the point of what we're going to try to do. And again, oops, I'm no expert on this. This is a first for me, starting a fire this way. But it's something that's interests me. And I've been watching a lot, if this stuff interests you too, I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube by a guy named Joe Robinette. He has a YouTube channel under that name. And he's really good, a lot of bushcrafty stuff. You know, fire starting, building natural shelters. You know, building shelters out of natural materials, you know, no tents and stuff like that. He does a lot of crazy things, and I really enjoy it. So, I mean, me and him are in no way affiliated partnership. He's Canadian too, so I'm just supporting a fellow outdoorsman. And this is stuff that I've learned from him. So, if this stuff interests you, oops, go check it out. Oops. And I'm sure anyone who's done things like this before is like, oh, Trav, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to do it this way. Well, you're not here, and I don't know that, so bear with me. See if we can make it work. And if not, we got matches. So I'm gonna go collect some sticks and stuff for afterwards. You know, stuff like this that we can, after we get the spark going and caught, we throw some of these smaller sticks on to help build it, and then we throw that kindling that we just chopped up. Excuse me, beer's coming out. And then we throw the bigger logs. You want that dead, dry stuff, obviously. So, let's see what we can do here. Get this going. So you need, you know, your sticks and stuff like this. Break it up smaller pieces. Okay. So what I've seen and learned, you know, that might not be big enough, but so you take your ribbons and you just rub them in your hand. Try to break it up real fine, nice and fine. Now this, I don't even know if this is gonna work, so bear with me. Breaking my knife. See if we can get this to work. Set up the camera. Now, one thing I noticed, the fire steel that Joe Robinette uses is like this long, which I think is a lot more ideal because you can just, you know. You can get the sparks in there. Maybe this isn't as dry as it needs to be. It's a little, feels a little wet. What can I get that will hold the flame? Get some dry leaves. again. I don't think I'm getting enough sparks. Ooh, we're on to something. Got a little smoke. It's lighting, but it's not staying lit. It's not catching a flame. What can I do? Attempt 1 failed. I need something dry, really dry, to catch that spark, because it's catching a little bit, but it's not igniting. So I need something dry. Some birch bark would be good, but I don't see any birch trees around here. I'm gonna try to do it like this, the natural way. Worst comes to worst, I have some toilet paper, and I'm sure that will catch. Those gunshots sound fairly close too. Yeah, the gunshots are coming from over here. Somewhere back there in the woods. Hopefully they can see me. Alright. I wish I brought some cotton. Okay, don't judge me, but I'm using toilet paper. It's the first time for me trying to do this, so I think cotton would be good, and I think I'm gonna put some cotton in the back of this knife so I have it for situations like this. There we go. No. This is really hard, guys. This is, it's a lot harder than it looks. And I know there's people out watching this and they're probably like, oh, Travis, so easy. I could do it with my eyes closed. Well, I can't, okay? It's the first time. But we're gonna get it. Aha! No! It went out. I think all the stuff is just too wet. 'Cause it burned all the toilet paper. But I think we need some smaller stuff to put on when we catch the flame. Got a little flame. Try to get this in there. If this doesn't work, we're using a lighter. And that's it. We're getting it going. We need a fire no matter what, so We need to go fishing. One last attempt. Might have it this time. Ha-ha! We did it! Woo! A little unconventional with the beer box and the toilet paper, but that's a fire. We started without a match, without a lighter. Woo! Okay, so step one of camping complete. That took me like, it's not gonna seem as long on the thing, but it took me 45 minutes almost to get that done. So we're gonna keep the fire going before it goes out. We're gonna cook some food, drink some beer, get out fishing. Alright guys, we're ready. Got the big pants, big jacket, lots of layers. Finally going out fishing. Been just hanging out at the camp, enjoying being out here. Got the fire ready to keep rocking for the next couple hours, few hours, 4 hours, who knows. The boat's all ready, rods rigged up, and we're pretty much ready to go. Oh shit. Alright guys, we're settled into the camp now. It's 3:30, so just gonna hang out for a little bit, make some food. Got some water boiling right here. Now I brought a grill, left the grill in my truck. So remember at the beginning of the video I mentioned the grills and stuff that people had left here. Perfectly came in handy. I needed it, so I'm using it. Just having a beer, also, you know, camping stuff. But also, you remember I mentioned earlier the target they had set up. Brought the BB gun. So we're gonna set that up, have a little target practice, wait for the water to boil. Maybe add a little bit more water because it's from the lake. I didn't lug water with me. So let it boil, add a little bit more, let it boil good, and then we'll get our soup going. But right now we're gonna shoot at this can right here. Okay, we're gonna see how good my aim is. I'm gonna stand not too far away, just on the other side of the fire pit for right now. Check it out. Oh, it's out of CO2, no. Okay, I've tended to the soup. I'm gonna shoot the can. Safety off. This is a CO2 pellet gun. No, I hope you can see that. Ooh, from here it's good. Good. Keep backing up. Gotta load her up again. I find that it's only accurate really to a certain, like, you know, obviously to a certain distance, but the distance is not that much, you know? It's very minimal. Like when I was, say, you know, 10 feet away, I can hit it every time. I go 15 feet away, it's a gamble. Bullets are going like this, like that, up, down, sometimes they go straight. Fun anyways. Give it up. Boom. Out of bullets. It's quick out of bullets, so put it down, show you. My water's boiling now. Just kicking. Woo! It's hot under there. Oh yeah, boy. We're gonna add the soup now. That Lipton chicken noodle, my fave. Keep this to put in the fire later. We're gonna let it boil. We're gonna leave the lid off. Let it boil. Come stir it. Then we're gonna have to take it away from the heat a little bit and get the mowing. See y'all in about, 15-20 minutes. We're ready to eat. All right. Soup is done. I'm excited. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything since about 6 o'clock this morning, I'd say, when I stopped at Tim Hortons. See how this campfire soup turned out. Yes, I don't have a spoon. I'm using the ladle as a spoon. Don't judge me. Perfect. Just right. Soup on a chilly day in the woods. Might as well be a 5-star restaurant. Yep. Put some more wood on the fire, that's why it's smoking a bit. So I'm just gonna sit here, enjoy my soup, and enjoy the view. It's gourmet out here. Alright guys, I hope you can see me. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. So basically what we've got, some potatoes. We're going to have steak and potatoes for dinner. I'm excited. So, this is something that I saw on YouTube. The same guy that I mentioned earlier, Joe Robinette. This is something I saw him do. And it looked really good. So, I'm going to try it. Like I said, I hope you can see me. I hope you can see what I'm doing. If not, oh well. It's not the end of the world. So, basically, you just cut the potatoes up. Thin slices. Well, I mean, slices. They don't have to be thin. They can be whatever you want. Cook faster, though, I imagine, if they're thin. People out here fishing. Okay, so potatoes. Keep them flat. We've also got onion, a few cloves of garlic. What these guys are gonna catch here. Like I said, beginning of this video, this is not really a fishing predominant fishing video. This is just I'm out here for a day and night by myself, camping in the woods, having fun, having an adventure, eating some good food, hopefully. Yeah. I am going to fish. I'm probably not going to go on the boat, but there's a lot of good shore access over here. So yeah, you basically just cut all this up. You put in this tin foil. I got butter here. You put it all in with some butter, you know, some salt, pepper, whatever the heck you want. And then you basically throw it in the fire and let the embers cook it slowly. I'll just rip it up by hand. Don't judge me, Gordon Ramsay. Okay, so the garlic and the onion is in there. Butter. Just a slab of butter. Brought from home. I'm just gonna put a bunch of pieces in here. Can't have too much butter. I'm sure your doctor would disagree, but there ain't no doctors out here, so we're just gonna go with can't have too much butter. Alright, that's enough butter. The flavors all together in the wind, mixing up. I can smell it. It's just wafting under my nose. The onion and the garlic. Okay, now got salt and pepper. I didn't want to bring giant salt and pepper shakers. I just mix the salt and the pepper in here in this bag. I'm just gonna cover it. Flip the potatoes over so I can get both sides. I'm gonna put a couple, slices in each potato. Let the flavor soak in there. Okay, so what you do basically, just fold it over. Try to keep it all as flat as possible. It's like a Christmas present. Keep it flat so they cook evenly. And then, so I have my potatoes. So now the coals, the fire is good. It's just coals. I've let it burn down into just a nice bed of coals. So basically, I'm gonna put the grill just because it'll be easier to handle flipping it and whatnot. But basically, you just right in the fire, let it cook. I'm honestly looking forward to that. I got a steak too. I'm just gonna fry up, nothing huge, thin one, so it won't take too long to cook. This will take a while to cook, potatoes. So yeah. But anyways, now I'm just gonna grab a couple rods. And I'm gonna go fish over here. Maybe half an hour or so, 20 minutes. Come back, flip the potatoes over, go fish for a bit, and then get ready for dinner. Cause it's about 4:30-ish, I guess. It's gonna start getting dark soon. Gotta start eating. So, see y'all in a bit. All right. So the potatoes are on. I had to lift it up because it was too hot. The butter started melting within seconds. So we're going fishing now. We're just gonna fish out here. There's a big bay right beside, not a big bay, but a bay beside the campsite, and it has a river running back, who knows how far. Hopefully we can get a bite or two. Let's go check it out. We'll go for a little walk in the woods. So I'm bringing 2 rods. I'm gonna start down here a little bit, more inside the bay. Just bringing the drop shot, and I'm bringing little craw bait. Start off with the drop shot. See if there's any bass that want to come play. Hopefully the potatoes are coming along nice. I had to build it up, so drop it down a bit. Hopefully speed it up a hair. beer. Alright. Let's get back to trying to catch fish. Fish just swirled on my bait here. Let's get a bite or two, huh? God, this is a fishing YouTube channel. You gotta catch fish. Right? Right, guys? Alright, just checking the potatoes, see how they look. Ooh. They're looking tasty. They're looking tasty. Don't think they're quite done yet. Let me take a little sliver of this piece. Good. They're almost done. They look fantastic. Shout out Joe Robinette for the idea. If you haven't seen it, go check out his videos. He's on you. Man, that's tasty. Ooh, these rocks are toasty. Get it down closer to the embers, to the coals. We're almost there. Another 20 minutes or so. Throw on the steak. Grooving. Alright. It's windy, and so you can see what I'm doing. Got a headlamp. Hope that it helps. Got the steak. Alright, now the potatoes are done. So we just have to cook the steak. I'm gonna have to wash my hands after. But basically, I'm just gonna put a few slits in it. I'm gonna put the salt and the pepper on it, just for a little extra flavor. And then I'm just gonna slide that over, and I'm gonna throw my steak on. And there's a little bit of flame, a little too much flame, but it's a thin steak, so it doesn't matter how fast it cooks. It'll be done. So I'm just going to give that a while. I'm going to wash my hands, wash my knife, wash my plate, and then get to eating. Alright. Sorry, I know the lighting is terrible, but we're done. Ooh, that looks good. Bam. Set this up. Bear with me for a second. Bam. Let's see how she turned out. Okay. Right away, we're gonna put this on the fire. want to burn off any smell. Don't attract animals or anything. Ooh, look at that. Oh my. Look at that. Alright. Well, I'll spare you guys the gruesome what's about to happen. And I'm just gonna mow down. See y'all when I'm done. Alright. Well, I don't know if this light is good. I'm literally just shining a headlamp on my face. This would be the fire. Can you even see me? Maybe. A little bit. But anyways. It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I don't even know. Pretty pooped. Just hanging out at the camp all day, you know? It wasn't even... Like I said already, this wasn't really a fishing trip. It was just a camping trip. Just get out and enjoy and explore, have an adventure, camp a night away from the city. It's just amazing. So, you know, it was a good day all in all. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Yeah, we'll pack up and we'll head home in the morning. I got enough firewood to keep the fire going, at least till I fall asleep. It was a good day. Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy the fire for a little longer, then I'm gonna crash. Hope y'all have a good night too, good day, good morning, whatever it is when you're seeing this.